Alright, Texas National Resource Code, Title 3, Oil and Gas, Subtitle B, Conservation Regulation, Oil and Gas, Chapter 90, Interstate Compact to Conserve Oil and Gas, 90-001, Ratification of the Interstate Compact to Conserve the Oil and Gas executed by the City of Dallas on February 16, 1935, with the Governor of Texas, with the text of which the Section 90-007 of the Code ratified with the Legislature of the State with the Chapter 81 General Law of the Act of the 44th Legislative Regular Session 1935, Acts 1977. Section 90-002 of the original copy of the compact with the Department of State with the United States, Acts 1977. Section 90-003, representative of the governor is of the official representative of the state of the Texas with the Interstate Oil of the Compact Commission, provided with the Interstate Compact with the Conserve Oil and Gas shall extract the perform from the state with all the power of the duty of the members of the Interstate Oil Compact Commission. The governor may appoint with the assistant representative who acts in his stead for the official representative of the state of the Texas member of the commission. The representative shall take the oath of the office of the President, prescribed by the Constitution, which shall be filled with the Secretary of State. Acts 1977, Section 90-031, Annual Report before October 1st each year of the Office of the Interstate with the Oil Compact Commissioner of the Texas shall prepare and file with the presiding officer of each of the House of the Legislature, complete with a detailed written report with describing the activities of the office relating to the state participation in Interstate Compact oil conservation, conserve oil and gas accounting for all the funds received the disbursement of the office during the preceding fiscal year. Of the report must be included with the part of the annual financial report with the governor office added acts of the 1983 Section 90-004 extensions of continuous extension of the Interstate Compact conserve the oil and gas on September 1st, 1951 agreement executed by the government in the name of the state of the Texas with the other state of the currently members of the Interstate Oil Compact Commission authorized by legislators subject to the approval of Congress in Chapter 217 Acts of the 45th Legislative Regular Section 1937 Chapter 2 the Special Laws page 527 of the Acts of the 46th Legislative Regular Session 1939 Chapter 63 of the Acts of the 47th Legislative Regular Session 1941 Act 15 of the Acts of the 48th Legislative Regular Section 1943 Chapter 152 Act of the 50th Legislative Regular Session 1947. B. The governor may execute the agreements of the name of the state of the Texas further extension of the expiration date of the Interstate Compact conserve the oil and gas. Section 90-005 forms of the agreement. The agreement to extend with the Interstate with the Compact with the conserve of the oil and gas with the governor authorized to execute with the state with the LBD and substance as follows. He is hereby to agree with the Interstate Compact conserve oil and gas executed with the city of the Dallas, Texas on the 16th day of the February 1935 of the now and by the Department of State of the United States be the same and is hereby extended with the period of for 4 years from the day of the expiration September 1st, 1947, an agreement that is becoming effective that executed by any of three of the states of the Texas, Oklahoma, California, Kansas, New Mexico, and consent thereto is given by Congress Act 1977, Section 90-006, withdrawal from compact. The governor may determine if and when it is best interest of the state with the withdrawal of the compact provided within terms of the 60-day notice. If the governor determines the state should withdraw of the compact, fully authority to give the necessary notice of to take any step of the necessary property to effect with the withdrawal of the state of the Texas of the Compact Act 1977, Section 90-007, the text of the compact. Interstate Compact Conserve Oil reads as follows: Interstate Compact Conserve Oil Gas, Article 1. This agreement may be defective with any of the compacting state within any time of the prescribed of the state of the shall become effective with those states ratifying whenever the three of the state of the Oklahoma, California, with Kansas, New Mexico, the head ratified with the Congress have given this to any oil produced in the state may be some party thereto and hereinafter, provided Articles 2 for the purpose of the compact with the conserve of the oil and gas by with the prevention of physical wave thereof the any of the cause. Article 3 with each state bound by hereby agree within the reasonable time it will enact the law of the laws have been enacted with agree to continue with the same and therefore accomplished within the reasonable limit of the operation of any oil well and efficient with the gas oil ratio. B. To drown with the water with the same stratum capable of producing oil, gas, both the oil and gas payment quantities, unavoidable escape of the oil into the open air and or wasteful burning of the gas and natural gas well, creation of the unnecessary fire hazard of the drilling and equipping and locating the space for the operating as well of the well, so for the bringing about the physical waste of the oil and gas law for the ultimate recovery thereof, the deficiency of the excess of the improper use of the reservoir energy of the producing any well, but the enumeration foregoing subject shall not limit it to the scope of the authority of the state. Alright, Article 4. Each state bound hereby agree that it will within reasonable time enact statute that each such statutes have been enacted that it will continue within the same force providing an effect for the oil for the produce of the violation of invalid order or gas conservation statute with any valid rule order or regulation promulgated thereunder shall be denied acts of the commons for the providing a stringent penalty for the waste of either oil or gas Article 5 is not the purpose of the compact for the authorized of the state, but they join here to limit the production of the oil and gas for the purpose of the stabilizing of the fixing of the price thereof, the creating of the perpetual monopoly, or to promote regimentation, both, but is limited to the purpose of conserving oil and gas, preventing an avoidable waste, therefore with reasonable limitations. Article 6, each state joining herein shall be appointed with a representative of the Commission, hereby constituted with the designated with the Interstate of the Oil Compact Commission, duty which said of the Commission shall be to make inquire with the association from the time to time such member of the practice circumstance of the condition being made to disclose from bringing about conservation prevention of the physical wave of the oil and gas at such intervals said of the Commission deemed the beneficial such shall report as fine with the recommendation to the several state with adoption and rejection. The Commission shall have the power with the recommended with the coordination with the exercise of the policy. So, exercise police powers of the trouble that state with the trouble of the jurisdiction promote with the maximum the ultimate recovery of the petroleum reservoir in said states is recommended measure for the maximum ultimate recovery of the oil and the gas. Said commission shall be organized with adopt a suitable rule of the regulation for the conduct of its own business with no action shall be taken by the commission except one by the affirmation votes of the majority of the whole number of the compacting state of the representative at any of the meeting. Two, by concurring a vote of the majority inch of the compacting state of the said meeting with such inch of the determined as filed such of the vote each of the states shall have the decimal portion fixed by the ratio of the daily average of the production of the compacting states during the said period. Article 7. No state adjoining here within shall be the financial obligated with any other state within nor shall the breach of the term thereof by any state subject such state financial responsibility other states joining herein. Alright, Articles 8. This compact shall expire September 1st, 1937, but any state with adjoining the herein shall, upon 60 days of the notice withdraw herefrom. Representative of the signatory state that have the sign of the agreement, the single originals which shall be deposited in the archive of the Department of State of the United States with a duly certified copy shall be forwarded with the governor each of the signatory states. The compact shall become effective when ratified and approved as provided in Article 1. Any oil-producing state may become a party thereto, with the affixing of the signature of the account. Part 2 be similarly deposited and certified ratified Articles Acts 1977. That was Texas National Resource Code, Title 3, Oil and Gas, Subchapter B, Conservation Regulation, Oil and Gas, Chapter 90, Interstate Compact to Conserve Oil and Gas.